Sam's on.
Sam's on.
Sam's
phone.
on the gram. Sam is on the gram. Actually, I should gram it so people know that it's actually happening.
Not lying, motherfuckers. We're actually doing it.
It's
we
happening.
should probably just talk about doing this more times. Or not.
What happened was I put it on the gram and then we had to do it.
Yeah, no, that's fucking not too bad, really. Forcing us to do stuff, it's pretty good.
Do the first ad read, Sam.
What ad? What are we talking about?
MX Store ad read.
MX Store ad read. Well, geez, aren't they good blokes and blokettes?
They are good bloke and blokettes.
Yep.
So what? Tell people. You got to tell them where to go. Do an ad read.
You know, an ad read. Right. Well, for me, very handy. They are about 35 seconds away from our office,
Which is in Burleigh.
In what road?
I don't know what road they're on.
I do, but I can't remember. Anyway.
It's on their website, mxstore.com.au.
For example, on Friday, I didn't have any air filter oil. So, you know what I did?
Went to MX Store.
Yep, just got some.
They're good like that.
And then guess what? Didn't go riding.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Where were you going to go?
I was just preparing in case I thought about going riding. The other thing that I like about air filters is funnel web filters.
Oh, who does that?
That would be our good friends at Lusty Industries. They're fantastic. I actually, since I've had my Honda, I haven't washed a filter, which is very lazy. But
you get them, mate. You get like the new ones off them.
Oh, no.
You don't?
I get them from MX Store.
Oh, really?
But I do like them.
So anyway, mxstore.com.au is where you can go to get basically anything. If you like Sam, you want to get air filters.
If you like Sam and you want to get gloves.
Or gloves.
They also have that.
They sell fist gloves there. But yeah, mxstore.com.au. Friends of the show, friends of us personally. You'll even see a little cheeky picture of me and Jeff Munro on the Instagram. We got
so weird.
Munners. We got a little photo together. We got a bit of a bromance going on.
Really? Have you ever made out?
No, not yet. I'm still working on it. I'm still putting in the groundwork with Munners.
Fair enough.
But yeah, mxstore.com.au. Next, cab off the ranks. Rival Link, do your best ad read.
Rival Link, geez.
This is awesome.
Wow, my bike looked good a day in the dirt, didn't it? Until I rode it. But,
yeah, that's true. No, it did look good. All red everything. You even got a comment from Chad.
Red, and some black.
Yeah.
Is what my bike looks like.
So
it actually even got a Gypsy Tales logo on it, even though you were being a fuckwit to me for the whole week. Before it, I still run the logo because that's the kind of guy I am, you know?
You know what? I've actually had a bunch of people hit me up about running Gypsy Tail logos on their bikes, which is pretty sick. So
that's cool. I'm taking mine off. So
covering it up. So rivallinkdesignco.com. If you use there's two promo codes because people use two. You can either write Gypsy Tales as a promo code or you can write Gypsy Gang. Both work. Number 1, number 2, and number 4 of Rival Link promo codes.
That's great. I reckon we should have another one that says "fuck Jace."
Yeah, we should. Oh, I'm down with that. If it works,
I'll talk to Statsy and get him to put it on.
Actually, just write "fuck Jace" and they will apply it.
You'll get a free kit.
Yeah. You'll get 95.
You will not get a free kit.
You'll get 95% off instead of 15% off. And then who else we got to thank? Also, because this is a Day in the Dirt podcast, we got to thank Johnny and Reese at Fast House. They come through with the goods for our giveaway. They gave away 2 sets of Rival Inc. They gave away 2 sets of Fast House gear and 1 extra set to myself, which I think I looked amazing in.
You did look pretty good.
I felt
you looked good when you were cartwheeling down the hill in front of me.
We'll get there. So yeah, Fast House, Johnny and the boys at Lusty, they sell that at MX Store as well.
They
so
do.
You can just kind of kill 2 birds there.
Or a few. You can get some airfield oil too.
You could do everything. Get gloves. You could do everything there. And then what else? So we got Nobbies. Also Nobby.
Yep.
And you know what?
Also a big. I'm a big fan of Nobby myself. Also,
you're on the Nobby Nation.
I am absolutely.
You have been for a long time.
Yeah, I'm OG now. I feel.
Yeah.
Me and Rob actually found out the other day that before we actually knew each other, we were at a wedding together, and we did not know this at all. We were at a wedding, and we actually sat on the same table together.
What?
And he had a photo with me in the background of it. No shit.
How does one sit at a table with Sam Moore and not know it?
Maybe I was quiet at that point.
That's weird. So yeah, nobby.com. They've got nobby.com now.
No way. That's sick.
Yeah, that's people like that might not seem that significant to people, but to people like us that have businesses, it's
if
like
you go on GoDaddy.com, that's probably worth about $17 bazillion.
Yeah, if you just got fist.com, like you're straight balling.
Do not go to fist.com anymore.
Is there weird shit on fist.com?
There's definitely weird shit on fist.com.
I want to go on fist.com.
Please yourself.
Let's go on fist.com at some point.
Maybe not while we're in the podcast.
Yeah, so nobby.com. That's all you need to do now.
What else have we got? Boost.
And then the boys at Boost Mobile, patches of reception out there with Boost, but that's not Boost fault. So that's fucking QMP's fault. Get amongst it, people. Nah, it is. I think it adds to the event not having service.
I agree, and I also disagree.
I agree.
Because I feel like the event would get more coverage if everyone was posting stuff while we were there.
Yes.
But then also, it is great for a little holiday.
I feel like they need a tower where it only radiates like a little bit of Wi-Fi
like a
out.
5 meter
radius. Like a super small, like a smoking area. You know how they have like area. They have like a Wi-Fi zone.
You go to like the airport in like Hong Kong or something.
Yeah, and they've got a room,
smoking room.
Yep. I think that's what they need. But so boost.com.au, and then that's the ad reads done and dusted. Done them live with Sammy. Thanks for your help, bro.
Raw.
We've done it raw without spit.
Raw ad reads.
So Sam,
the boys.
This is the official
hardware. The
official Day in the Dirt post party podcast. With my trophy that I stole.
I have more of a voice this year than last year's post.
Yeah, well, that's because we left it a couple of days. No, but I feel like we were committed to riding this year.
Yeah.
More so, well, I was super committed. I rode one race last year, but I think because the track was so good this year. Yeah, well, we know what happened.
You missed out on a whole day last year because you're a pussy and you can't handle it.
Yeah, I'm a pussy, all right. One kidney. But yeah, so I feel like this year, I don't even know how to start. This was such a sick weekend. But yeah, so this year
why? Because I can't remember any of it.
Well, the weather was awesome.
Let's
great. Start with that. So we get there.
Start with like last year felt like a Tasmanian state round in the early 2000s.
Yes.
Rain.
Quite wet.
A lot. But this year, great weather.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And I will say kudos on the track.
The track was sick.
So good.
Every day.
Every day
it
was good.
really, really good.
Yep. So we rocked up. I entered for like 8 races, I think, which was ambitious. I think I only did like 5.
Very ambitious.
I just wanted to. I was like, fuck, I got all fired up.
What do you want to ride in? Oh, just everything, and then
everything.
Not actually ride in anything.
Well, no, I rode in all the races I wanted to on the main track. I just didn't do anything on the TT track.
No.
Which I should have done the speedway. That looks. Were you around to see any of the speedway stuff?
I'm sure I saw something.
Sam had a bit on.
I was over there at points. I don't remember exactly.
I was there, but was I really there?
I was there, but was I there? I did see some dude doing a burnout on a piece of wood on a postie bike, which was pretty impressive.
Which burnout? There was a couple.
Max Mandel got a really good photo of it.
Oh, he actually got really good photos in general.
Well, he's a good photographer. And also a good bloke.
I guess that's what happens when you're a good
when you're a photographer, you usually take good photos. Yeah.
So yeah, track was really good. That I think that I would say if I was going to compare Day in the Dirt 1 to Day in the Dirt 2, there was definitely more of an emphasis on riding this year by everybody.
They ordered less rain.
They did order less rain, which I think people just got super fired up. Like once everyone saw how good the track was.
Yeah, everyone wanted to ride more because the track was sick. So yeah, I think last year everyone was like, "It's rain, it's wet as fuck. Let's just party.
Let's just like party our misery away." But yeah, so I don't think anyone was miserable.
I don't know that anyone was miserable.
But yeah, so this year obviously the track was insanely good.
So good.
And then what was the first race we did on Friday? Was that when we did the team race?
No, that was the second day. No, it was a Friday knockoff.
That's right. So that's where I cartwheeled in front of you.
Yes.
So it was. Me and Mick were on a team.
Me and JB.
And then you and JB. So I want to hear your version of the events.
Okay, my version of the events.
So let's hear Sam's version of the truth.
So I Friday. Okay, so looking back in my crystal ball, I got some new Former boots off Johnny from Lusty.
Well, they like straight
They're
out of the
actually
box.
fucking sick out of the box, but I was not used to wearing them. So
here we go. He's setting up with excuses.
So what happened was when everyone took off, Sam thought that he'd be a fucking mad dog and try and heel shift.
Oh, that is right. Yeah.
No heel shift in here.
No.
So I hit a nice, cool false neutral. Not even it was just like, oh, fuck. And everyone left and I was like, oh, that sucks. So then, as you do when that happens, you ride completely above your ability for a little bit, and not being the fittest dude in the universe, I puff myself out straight away after like a third corner, and pretty much I reeled you in. And passed you. But
Have you been on my laps?
No,
yet?
no.
Have
Listen,
you been on my laps?
No, I haven't. But I must have got past you because I got the worst start ever.
Yeah.
And then I was in front of you. I don't know how that happened.
I was behind you the whole race because I didn't start on the same grid as you.
Didn't you?
Nah, because I rocked up real late.
See, this is the
It's
version of
sketchy,
events
yeah,
where it gets a bit
All right, so
foggy.
let's fast forward. So anyway, me and Sam.
Anyway, let's just not worry about the first 4 laps.
We're together on the last lap.
Together, but not together.
On a separate team.
Yeah, on a separate team. So we're actually on our respective work teams. So I had JB Sarong, ex-freestyle motocrosser, who just cares about doing heel clickers over every tabletop there is.
On the worst handling RM250 I've ever rode.
Not, yeah.
He needs to get the suspension done.
He more needs to get rims that don't have cracks in them.
Oh, really?
That's so null.
Did he have cracks in his rim?
He's got cracks in his rims and he doesn't give one fuck, which is
that's
hilarious.
Awesome. But no wonder with how stiff that suspension is.
Oh, fuck, no way.
So yeah,
anyway.
we're together on the last lap, and then so what happens?
Jace pulls the hero move. Come on. So Jace Jace passes me, everyone. Yeah. Then what happens? So you go sort of like you've got some ruts going around a corner. Sam goes around in the ruts like a normal human. Jace goes, fuck you, ruts, goes straight over the top of all of them. Straight at my front wheel because he's a fucking dog.
Like I promised I would.
Like a dog. Misses me. Looks back, trying to be a fucking mad dog, and then falls in a mud hole and goes over the handlebars and down the hill. True or nah?
Extremely true. So I was like, we were like kind of riding basically like the whole last lap.
Yeah, together.
And so I'm there like behind
together,
Sam.
but not together.
No, not together. And I was behind Sam and I was like, I'm going to wait until like it's in a zone where everyone can see.
Hero.
Full dickhead. And then
which I'm cool with.
It was fucking awesome. It worked out better than it could have.
I know, totally. If you just passed me.
No, I'm glad I cartwheeled. It was fucking awesome. But
totally.
yeah, so then I've gone in and then I've made the part. I was hoping to hit Sam's front wheel, but I didn't dog. But I didn't end up getting there. Did you like check? Like, did you see I was coming and like stop or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
because
yeah.
I could hear you coming and I could see you out the side coming straight for me, and I was like, this is standard gypsy sort of carry on. So, I know that he's coming from his front wheel, so I'm going to pull it up a little bit so he doesn't hit me and hopefully fucks himself over.
So,
which happened.
And then I've done like the full look back and like I held my bike on the limit. I actually think that if I didn't like pull the clutch in and hold on the limiter, I probably would have powered through the mud.
Potentially too much horseplay.
But yeah, I've just like pulled the clutch in, going, no. Look back at Sam, hit a huge slop hole like, at the base of a sprinkler and just gone fucking OTB. And that was the start of the weekend. So it set the tone really, didn't it?
Yeah, well, pretty much Jace just went over the bars the whole weekend.
That was my only crash, man.
Yeah, well, whatever.
But
the only one that counted, really, wasn't it?
And then the drags.
Next year, we need to have like a legitimate, like just a face off.
I reckon, yeah, just one lap dash
of just pure speed.
Oh, that'd be the best. Everyone, they just shut everything
down.
Or like
the grudge match.
The grudge match, the ultimate. We need to get
between
to do
the mad dog and the gypsy.
We need to do a team match between someone really fucking good and you,
us.
and then someone really fucking good.
Well, I reckon we should
me.
too. Like that's what I was saying. Like we need to maybe next year you bring your guy and I'll bring my guy.
Yeah, bring your best dude.
And we'll see how we go.
Because, yeah, you fucking Grant Langston tips didn't help you, did they?
Well, I didn't go riding with him at all.
Yeah, I didn't go riding with Ben either. So, yeah, that's
I pretended like I was going to, and I planned to, but just didn't.
Nah, you were too busy partying. You were fucking going ham in the States.
Don't be like that. I was working, bro.
You were working. Your work is to party. It's to mingle.
That's true.
It's to mingle. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it mingling.
Networking, we call it.
Networking. But yeah, so then that set off. That was Friday knockoff event, which was super fun. Track was still mint. And then we went into the drags, which you and Bushy managed to Friday night. Managed to commentate like quite well.
Yep.
What was your highlight of the drags?
JB.
Dude, JB had like the sickest photos from the event.
Pretty much there's like 9,000 photos of JB partying and just with knobbies on. And there's like one photo of him actually riding. And he did a fair bit of riding.
Yeah. Oh, how was on the Sunday? He comes in and like, because what time were you going to bed? I was going to bed pretty early.
Yeah, I think on Saturday night we were like maybe 4 a.m.
Fuck.
But we were like keeping it quiet. We were in the motorhome.
Yeah.
Well, him and Bricks were sharing a bed in the front of the motorhome. And I came in and it was just those two and they had 8 bags of chips. In bed with them, and I was like, what the fuck are you two doing? And I just walked down the back and went to sleep. And then they just like sort of talked to each other for like 5 hours. And I was just like, wow.
How was when Todd come in with the chainsaw on Saturday morning?
So heavy. You need to put that on this somehow.
Oh, dude, yeah.
So I got woke up Sunday morning by Todd Waters with a chainsaw in my motorhome.
Were you awake at all, or were you fully out?
Full out.
So
I just heard this bang, bang, bang. And I was like, that could only be like one person.
Todd.
But anyway, he actually got karma from that. Instant karma from that.
Fuck, that was heavy. How's this? That Todd held this 2-stroke fucking chainsaw wide open to the point where it set off the smoke alarm in the
smoke alarm
in the RV. Yep. Was that easy to fix? Did that stop eventually?
Yes, I just pressed the buttons.
Oh, they can be a dick like that.
I was like, this is good. This is going to end up being like a thing.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really a thing, so it was fun.
Yeah, it was only a one-off.
It wasn't too bad.
And yeah, so the drags went on. We run the competition to like the giveaway for the weekend.
Those boys are fucking legends.
Legends, dude. Like, oh, I was so pumped. Like,
so standard too. Like, they just came over and they're like, oh, do you know where Jace is? We want some gear. I'm like, I've got no fucking idea where Jace is, and I've got no idea where your gear is, and good luck with both of those things.
Yeah, Simon said that they rocked up because they come in pretty early. Yeah. So part of their thing for winning was they said they were going to rock up in a limo with bike trailers, and then Friday midday, they rock up at the gate, and Simon's there, and they're like, hey, yeah, we won the Gypsy Tales thing. And then Simon's like, oh, so you actually come in a limo? He's like, yeah, that's what we said we were going to do.
Did they?
Yeah, they actually came in a limo.
Why didn't no one tell me about that?
Oh, they parked it up the back. There was like no room for this fucking thing. So these boys drove 8 hours or so. It was either 6 or 8 hours.
They own a limo?
Yeah. So
I want a limo so bad.
What do you want a limo for?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, why wouldn't you want a limo? Now you got a warehouse, you got somewhere to put it.
Imagine the cool shit you do with a limo.
You could do a lot of cool shit with a limo.
With a flame job. And like leopard like seats and shit.
Can you please get
like
a limo?
full LBZ type
yeah. It can't be expensive to get like an old limo.
Surely not. If anyone's got one that's listening to this that wants to sell it to me at a reasonable price,
Sam's rich.
I'm hunting. I'm chasing if you guys are carrying.
So they rock up in the limo.
That's sick.
And yeah, it's fucking awesome.
I thought they were legends before. Now I'm like really on them.
No, they're the fucking boys.
I'm happy.
So yeah, they rock up in the limo, and then they're like, Simon's like, oh, Jace isn't here yet, so we'll go standard. And then
where was Jace?
I was fucking working, bro, probably.
You were fucking around.
I was trading, I reckon.
Yeah, trying to choking some kids.
But then, yeah, so then apparently Simon's like, dude, he texts me, he's like, these boys fucking actually showed up in a limo. That's and I was like, dude, I had no doubt. But they were like sending me Snapchats and stuff or like Instagrams of them in the limo. But they didn't fit their campsite. So then they had to like relocate. But yeah, they bought that turbo bike. So that's right. They were the dudes that had like the sick fucking turbo bikes and the drags. Because how's that one? That was it the 1000cc bike? Like it was like an R1 or fucking something like that, and it had like knobby tires on it. And they got on the drags, and he fucking held this thing wide open. And the chick that was doing the flag on the hay bales just got like thrown dirt at like a fucking bitch of fastball speed.
A bazillion.
Oh, so those boys were fucking lords. But yeah, so they were the MVPs of the drags, I reckon.
I'm fucking happy. Well, fuck. Have you seen JB?
Yeah, JB was. He was pretty good.
You know what else is pretty good?
Who else killed it? Because I was setting up the podcast, so I didn't get to see.
Jack Simpson lent me his CR250. That was pretty sick.
Dude, he's the man.
And yeah, that was pretty cool to ride. It was different.
Did you just do the drag on it?
Sticky power of the valve. Bit slow, but you get that.
So yeah, any standouts on the drags for you apart from those guys? Because I didn't get to watch them.
I think Megan Hall looped out. That was
no, she almost looped out.
Right.
She saved it. That was sick. She's a fucking savage.
She's
that
a
chick, bro. Like
she was my partner in the
switcheroo.
Old switcheroo.
Yeah.
Not the fastest team, but we were the coolest.
Yeah, you had fun, didn't you?
Hey, we didn't win, but we had the most fun.
It's not about who wins.
It's not about who wins. It's about who has the most fun.
We gave her like a grip birthday, like a bike freshen up.
Oh my lord!
She had
strapping tape on her accelerator. Now, we need to get her sorted.
Yeah,
we need to go to MX store.
We do,
and we need to get her sorted.
She needs a care package.
She does.
She can ride pretty good too.
She does. She rides good. She does a bit of freestyle.
She can jump a freestyle ramp further than me. That's for sure.
Same.
So yeah, that was the drags were sick, and then we set up the live podcast.
Oh wow!
Which got slightly out of hand.
It definitely got weird.
Super weird.
Super duper weird.
One of the highlights of last year and last year's After Day in the Dirt podcast was talking about our friend with the halo on his head.
Yeah.
That was just fucking carrying on the whole weekend. And then this guy, so we were doing bowl cuts. So essentially, Gary from Australia, aka Bell, gave us a Bell helmet to give away live on the podcast, and we were like, all right, we're gonna do the best bowl cut win. Stop filming me, it's fucking weird. So we're like, best bowl cut win. So I was like skeptical that we would get anybody to do a bowl cut.
To be honest, the uptake was slow.
It was at the start.
Who wants a bowl cut? No one
Crickets.
keen. No one keen. Then eventually we got one dude. He was keen.
Yeah.
And then everyone went, fuck, that looks like fun. I want to have a haircut like a fuckwit as well. And then about 20 people all wanted bowl cuts. And in the end,
we ran out of batteries. So we get up there. But the hero of last year's podcast was Mr. Halo Top. And he comes on the stage, corked city, and gets his bowl cut, but also gets his dick out live on stage.
Yep, that happened.
He's like, what did he say to you guys?
He whispers back to me, he's like, is it cool if I get my dick out? And I'm like, honestly, dude, you can do whatever you want. Like, I don't care.
This is Gypsy Tales,
This
bro.
has actually got nothing to do with me. I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
and he's like, yeah, sick. And then he turns around and goes, hold the microphone or whatever he had. I can't remember what he had.
Didn't he say count us down from 3 or something?
Oh, yeah, count me down from 3 or I don't know, something. Anyway, he ducked himself on stage.
And then, so we had
interesting.
Yeah, we had that experience, and then we had a one of the ladies working security that also got a very weird, awkward bowl cut.
Yeah, because she wanted Bushy to do it blindfolded or something, so he looked away and just basically chopped.
Dude, at one point,
just chopped at her hair. It was
at one point, Bushy's just looking away, going. And just like patting at
How
this chick's
good
hair.
is Bushy?
He's the man.
He is actually the man. Dad is a fucking mad dog.
He's like the Day in the Dirt big brother, isn't he?
No, he's like Day in the Dirt spirit animal.
He is the Day in the Dirt spirit animal for sure.
He is like Day in the Dirt's version of a unicorn. Much more well behaved this year than last year.
He was quite good this year. I think it's just because everyone was like so focused on riding. Like everyone rode a lot of laps. You don't reckon?
Oh, like there was still a big
There was.
Like if you were looking for trouble, you could find it. Maybe not as much trouble as last year. Like I didn't see any vans.
Yeah. There was no choo-choo trains fucking running through the station.
Nah, there was not. Well, not that I saw. I mean, there probably was.
There could have been.
There could have been. But
last year was wild.
Last year was wild. Last year was like Woodstock wild.
It was Woodstock,
and it was wet too.
That was that was like the. I wonder if it'll ever be like that again.
No, never.
You don't reckon?
Nope.
They had security.
It can't be because it's the first year. That's what happens.
Yeah.
You know.
It was good for different reasons, but that was like one of the ones that we'll be talking about forever.
Like when we do GYPSY Fest. Oh
God! There will
be
only be one.
I just made that up too, so it's not really a thing.
We should do GYPSY Fest at some point.
We should, but like if you're gonna organise it, probably won't happen.
Wait, we got JB here.
That's true. But like, we've been trying to do this podcast for like a fucking month.
Yeah,
We've
but
only just done it.
But I did ride an unregistered KTM 450 to the top of Australia and back.
That's true. And what have I done since then?
Heaps.
Nothing really.
No, you've done a bit.
Oh yeah.
Bought a warehouse.
Yeah, doing a bit of work.
Been doing a bit.
Shipped a few orders.
A few emails.
Heaps of meetings. Pretty much lunch meeting every day.
Yeah. Good coffee meeting today with Jay Wilson.
Good coffee meeting.
Quite unexpected.
I did a coffee meeting with Jay Wilson and then a lunch meeting with Jay Dewey.
And then a podcast at 4. So you've had a solid 45 minutes.
So pretty much
of
I've done about 45 minutes worth of work today. Which means I'll have to stay until 2 a.m.
What was our... So we got up to the podcast. It was... what else happened through that podcast?
Then after that, Bricks played
yes,
on the roof.
Bricks played.
The sound guy there.
He was peaking, wasn't he?
He was... I don't know what he was up to, but he was not very receptive to Brent's requests for the sound to go up.
Yeah, right.
Couldn't really hear anything from the tower, but hey, fixed it, so it was all good. That was awesome.
Ended up being
good little area there. Like
they did have a good area,
good booze area.
I like the layout this year.
It was a good layout.
Like having the drags right there.
Everything was a bit closer.
Yeah. There was last year. I felt like half the time I just couldn't be fucked because I had to walk all the way up the top.
You missed a whole day because you're in bed.
Yeah, that's true.
Like an actual 24-hour period.
Couldn't be fucked.
No one saw you.
Couldn't be fucked.
Just thought I'd clarify that to everyone. Jason couldn't be fucked. Not even getting up for a whole 24 hours.
Change the fucking layout and I'll get up.
They've changed the layout and this year he got up.
See, told you.
That's good.
Told you the layout was good. But yeah, so anything else we had? So who we have on the podcast? So we had yourself, Bushy. What's Bushy's background? Like I don't even really know his background.
Full-time mad.
Because he's like one of the sickest dudes ever.
Yeah, he works at City Coast Motorcycles. He's like real good mates with Matto and all that crew, Jacko, all the boys. Still shreds like a
he
fucking
does ride
madman.
good, eh?
Yeah, he put a whip video up yesterday.
I saw that.
Yeah, he's just kills it. He's such a lord. Like he's like the father of Australian freestyle.
Okay, yeah, because I never really knew like his full
He also
backstory.
surfs, fishes, has a brand called Fish Fingered FMX, so everyone should check that out.
Likes 2 strokes.
Loves 2 strokes. He actually told me on the DL.
No, he said it on the podcast.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so it's on the podcast, not on the DL. But he does actually like riding 4 strokes, but now he's got too deep and
he's just too committed.
He can't go back.
So we had yourself, we had Bushy, and then we obviously did
Gary
the bowl
from Australia.
cuts. Gary from Australia was on.
Kingy.
Shane King come on, which was cool, and then Ricky Diaz and Darren Durham.
Yeah.
So a bit of a heavy hitter lineup.
Yeah.
I was stoked to just get that done. Last one we did. So for anyone wondering, I never really talked about it, but the one we did in Vegas for Vegas Supercross, they had like a wireless microphone at the bar which they were doing an auction with, and like it was on and it just scrambled the whole fucking thing. So like none of the
I remember that time we wasted a whole day doing that.
Wasted a whole day. And yeah, I was like kicking myself for it, but I was like, I don't know how I would figure that out.
I was actually kind of stoked it didn't come out because I was pretty pissed.
But like it was one of those ones where you couldn't hear it through your headphones. So I was like, I don't know what the fuck to do about this because anyway, so it all went good.
Anyway, no one cares.
I care.
It's just not a thing, so we may as well not go on about it.
But anyway, it's stressful doing those live things though, because like if shit goes wrong, then
it goes really wrong.
You've done like so in the studio, like fuck, we'll just start again.
Yeah,
but you can't really do that there. But I guess at least people have the memories. And then Saturday, what racing did we do? Was that where we did the Fist of Gypsies? Yeah.
Yes. So we thought that was a 3-man race.
Yes.
So we're like, sick. This is awesome. It goes for 75 minutes. I'll go out, do a lap. Jace will go do a lap. JB will go do a lap. And then it'll be my go again. It'll be awesome. So you'll do every 3rd lap. Sounds fucking perfect.
Piece of cake.
Awesome. Piece of cake. All good. No. All on the track at the same time.
Yeah, we get on the start line and we're like, oh, we haven't got our headband yet, like that you put on your wrist to like switch over. He's like, no, man, you just do the whole race. It was 45
and we're
minutes.
Like,
this one.
Fucking all of us. And he's like, yeah. And we're like, no, I'm not mentally prepared for this.
Dude, that was my highlight of my life racing, I reckon. I did that entire moto piece of piss. Like, I just, for some reason, I did not know why, all of the moto gods aligned that have never aligned in my life ever.
So weird.
And I did the whole 45-minute moto at like a pretty solid pace for me.
Yeah.
And
I landed in a hole and fucked on my ankle.
Did you crash? Oh, that was the
No,
one you
I didn't crash, but I just like landed in a hole weird with my ankle weird. So I pulled up and spoke to your mum and dad for like 20 minutes in the 45.
And then JB did a few laps. He did all right. But I'm going to claim...
We're all wearing party shirts.
We were.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that was sick.
Highlight.
Mick, actually, shout out to Mick, got one of my favourite riding shots ever too, of me coming down the hill with my party shirt. And then I don't know.
Double party.
Double party. And
Good on you, Mick. Hey, Mick, well done.
Mick, well done, mate. You
Good on you, Mick.
Top dog.
Not here, though.
Nah, not here today. Fucking lazy cunt. Docking his pay, which is 0 for anyone that wants it.
Are you going to dock Mick?
JP might.
Oh, no.
But yeah, so we did I had my new Nobby party shirt on, which I was pretty happy about. I was glad. You know what? This says a lot about our crew. All right?
We did not plan
We
that.
did not plan that.
We just all had them.
That's when you know.
We should wear party shirts. And we're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, I bought 3.
It was
JB's like, yeah, I've got a couple.
Yeah, it was literally like, we should wear party shirts this moto. Everyone just put it out.
Yeah, everyone had party shirts.
Thought you'd never ask.
Well, I was waiting for you to ask.
I didn't want to be the one that said it. So that was amazing. Yeah, that was pretty much the highlight of my weekend. Actually, it's quite nice to
quite nice actually.
If big weekend of the gear,
might.
If anyone wants to go to Nobby and buy one of those shirts, I'll let you know that you can ride in it, and
it's actually a riding shirt. I don't know how good the protection is, but you can party your ass off.
Ventilation was on point though.
Oh, it would have been great.
Maybe that's what got me through the 45-minute.
To be honest, it doesn't even matter what kind of protection, what kind of ventilation. It's just if you look good.
Yeah, look good, feel good. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's just the best I've ever felt.
Maybe you could just feel that thing flapping behind you and you're like, geez, I feel like Superman.
I really could feel like it flapping in the back. It was a pretty sick feeling.
Did you wear a jersey under it?
Nah.
Neither did I.
I just went full elbows out, bro.
That's awesome.
Day in the dirt.
I love it when people think like, you know, when like you go when you're racing and they're like, oh no, you've got to wear a fucking jersey, and
it's
like,
actually going to do
it's
something.
Like it's actually not going to do anything. Like if you crash, your jersey's doing probably less than nothing.
100%.
Especially like all the new like you know they're so thin.
Yeah, well they're like the Fast House one I got has like the.
They are good.
Yeah, but it's full
they ain't
like
gonna help you.
It's so ventilated down like the sides. Like it's not. They're not there for protection. They're there to cover your.
Remember back in the day when you used to buy jerseys and they'd have like a weird like
little elbow pad in them?
but like a bit of foam that's legitimately going to do less than nothing.
Have you seen the?
Remember the jumpers you used to buy, and they were like crew neck jumpers, but they had like foam in the front of them.
No, we lived in Cairns, man. We didn't have jumpers.
Oh yeah, fuck. I'm from Tassie. That's right.
we legit didn't. have jumpers.
No, but seriously, they used to have these, and they were like almost like a school jumper, but you probably didn't have school jumpers either. No. But like a hoodie, right? But with no hood, and it had like just that same shit that come on your elbows on the front of it.
Why?
I don't know. In case you ran into a truck or something, I guess.
School bus protection.
Yeah, because that foam's gonna help.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
weird.
So yeah, that was the Saturday, the Fisted Gypsies. So I was quite proud of that effort.
We did good. We were like not.
No, I don't know I didn't even know what we got.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
And then it doesn't really matter.
We were some Fisted Gypsies.
Friday was what mattered, and look, I fucking went over the bar, so we know how that went. Setting up for the rematch. I did know that
I just say 2 from 2 at this point? Doesn't matter about lap times, bro. It just matters who Actually, I actually asked Jay Wilson when we had a coffee meeting today. I said, does it matter about lap times or does it matter about who crosses the line first? And he said, it just matters about who crosses the line first. And I would tend to agree there.
I just want to throw it out there that my lap time was 25 seconds lap faster. I looked.
Anyway.
But no, I was just on a heater.
Yeah, but no.
I cut the track.
But yeah, but no.
Wait, how's my how's my transponder fucked up in one of the races and basically said I had the fastest lap time in the universe.
I saw that.
4 minutes 28. Because I said I didn't know at that point what anyone else's lap times were. But I was like I was like, fuck, I feel like it probably took me longer than 4 minutes 28. I was like, I'm probably like
Long
around
lap.
6 minutes, I reckon. And then
Just cut a whole section off.
yeah, and then
That back bit doesn't exist.
yeah, what bit?
And time also stands still after you go past that bit, and then you come back to that bit, then it starts again.
But yeah, so then I said to Simon, I was like, I don't know that my transponder's working out. I did a 4 minutes 28, and he just goes, you didn't do a 4 minutes 28.
It's like, no, that actually didn't happen.
And then he just walked off, and I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, so
Were you
then,
hunting another trophy? Were you like, oi,
I was
can
just
I have
hunting
the fastest lap trophy?
Yeah, that's
please?
what I said. I was like, do I get a trophy for the
He's
fastest
like,
lap?
no, fuck off.
But yeah, so I was hunting a trophy, which is why I put me and Brendan Harrison in the intermediate class of the.
You know what we say about this?
What's that?
You're a sandbagger.
Yeah, yeah. I put me and Brendan Harrison in the intermediate of the switcheroo teams
You're
race.
definitely intermediate. Ish.
Well, I thought I would. This was my logic.
Brendan?
This was my logic. Beginner, me. Pro, Brendan. Meet in the middle. Intermediate. That was my
intermediate.
that was my logic. But really,
Fair enough.
all I wanted was a trophy for the studio.
We got one.
And I got one. So it's there. It's going to get mounted on a wall at some point, but right now it's just sitting on the desk. It's the proudest piece of hardware in this studio in its current form because it's the only thing.
Piece of hardware.
What have you got any ideas?
Speaking of hardware,
what?
We need to make some trophies.
Oh, bang. Okay, cool. So we haven't, we figured out one.
True Gypsy Tales form.
Yes, Sam's going to make our trophies.
We will be giving away a couple of trophies, but in true Gypsy Tales form, we have not done that.
No, but
yet.
Because we're putting it on the internet.
Eventually,
yeah.
Before Day in the Dirt next year,
yes,
we will have some trophies.
Nah, I want to do it ASAP because I want to get one of our winners on the podcast very soon. So I want to hand it to him. So there's a hint. So let's back it up. Last year, we made an award for the MVP, which was the party to ride ratio.
Who won that?
And then Brownie won that. Sam was a very close second.
I was second.
But we've decided this year that Sam's not eligible for the award because he's
on
the committee.
I can't give out my own trophy to myself.
Yeah, he's on the committee. So this
you're on the committee. You're the secretary. You can't win your own trophy.
Sam takes the minutes.
Yeah, Sam won't be taking the minutes, but he will attend.
But I figure it's the same as like we put this on Instagram and then we did the podcast.
Yeah, so now we have to do it.
Anyway. So last year Brownie won the MVP. So
should we backdate it?
Yeah,
I think
we
what
should do a trophy.
We should do a trophy and we should put plaques on it.
Yes.
And we'll backdate one plaque, but Brownie will never actually get the trophy. His
should
name's
we
just going on it.
Nah, should we just get him a trophy?
Let's get him a trophy anyway.
Yeah, I reckon everyone should get a trophy, but then there should be an inaugural or like what do they call it when it passes on?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So anyway, so we're gonna make a trophy. So this year's MVP, we haven't decided it. There's a few names. I've been thinking about it. I reckon Jack Simo should get the...
Jack Simo's up there. JB is also up there.
JB is very well up there. But
it's sort of hard though, because he's almost on the committee.
He is kind of almost... The thing is, Jack Simo won the Coupe de Gras.
That's true.
Like the end of the weekend, the shittest the track is. It was hot.
And he'd been
fucking having a crack.
He had a good go. He rode a lot.
Yes.
I feel like maybe his partying let him down, as in not like not like the real way you'd look at a racer. Partying let him down, but he didn't do enough.
Here's the thing, though. He was a part of the piss rats.
That's true. So that brings him up.
I feel like that levels.
The cops got called on.
He
him.
did.
Yeah.
We can maybe take that out. He did some stuff that made us.
I did see him at
laugh.
some point hiding next to our tent.
Yeah, he came and hid at our tent for 45 minutes. We don't know what he did.
There was no lights on, so I don't know.
So I feel like the fact that he was with the piss rats.
Maybe he might have been hiding for a bit.
That leveled him up a little bit in the party stakes. Was there any other nominees that you'd like to throw in?
JB.
I feel like Bushy's sort of on the committee as well. He'd be in the running.
On the committee. You know who has a pretty good go, but he's sort of on the committee too, is Reese from Lusty, the Worm Lord. Now,
Dude,
I got
did he ride that much though?
Yeah, dude, he's got an 02 YZ 250 with a fucking hot start lever, bro.
Yeah, the
And
decom.
he's got a number 1 on the side of the thing.
That's
It's
so funny.
unbelievable.
Yeah, Durham rode that in before
did.
Durham's
He
bike was
did.
there, eh?
You know, those boys had a go too.
Did they?
Durham had a pretty good go on the party scene.
We couldn't send him though the trophy, could we?
We could, but he's probably not gonna win it.
Just got a text from Schoolboy Q. Hate to be name dropping, but
God. Anyway.
that's enough to stop the podcast.
Anyway, so he, yeah, I mean, all of those guys did the US crew, but they,
Yeah.
but you know,
I feel like
I mean, they'd be in the top. I'm given.
they're on the box.
Yeah, they're in the top 5.
Who else? Oh, you know who else? Do you know Cohen C51 on the Cato? He
Yep.
broke his wrist, and he actually broke his fucking leg at Toowoomba yesterday too.
Oh,
He had a pretty solid crack.
you know
at
what
it.
I want?
What?
I would like some listeners to send in.
Nah, we got to.
No, we're gonna have 2. We're gonna have 2. Here
We're
we go.
gonna do 2.
We're gonna have listeners' choice.
Ooh.
We're gonna do a listeners' choice award.
So it's gonna be 3 now because we've got the Shred Lord Award too.
Anyway, that's fine. 3 is fine.
We can do 3.
We can do 3. We said there's going to be trophies. We didn't say they're going to be good. So there's going to be 3. There's going to be a listener's choice award. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have some listeners send in who they
make
think.
a case.
Yeah, and make a case. And there needs to be like video or photo evidence.
Ooh, okay.
Yep. Of A, riding. B,
Partying.
so there needs to be both.
There needs
so
to be
you
2
need to have
photos.
like a photo and a video of like a riding and a partying
Yeah.
thing of a person.
Yeah.
And what we'll do is we'll get the top 3 and then people can vote on it.
All right. Sounds good. Like we did with the bowl cut.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So who's going to be the committee awarded MVP?
Are we deciding that now?
We have to.
Well, I feel like there's only 2 of us here.
No, we are the committee.
Oh, perfect.
We're the committee, but there's just like fringe committee members that we sort of can't give awards to because they're too close to home.
Yeah, like
the award have to go out into the world.
It needs to go out into the world. We
Yeah.
can't keep it in the fucking group.
Yeah.
So JB, I would say you'd win it,
Yeah.
but you're not winning it.
But you were with the homies, so.
So that's the other thing. That's why I feel like it needs to be a listener one, because obviously we feel like JB's efforts
Yeah.
were so good, but only because we saw all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It
There's
is
like
hard to
so
know.
many people in the other paddock or whatever. It's probably dudes sending it, and we've got no idea because A, we don't know them, and B, they're in the other paddock. They're not in the fucking caravan with me like JB
they weren't
is.
in the circle. All right,
They
so
weren't in the Bukkake party.
all right, so we'll get back to that. Our second award, clear cut favorite. There is nobody. All right, so this award is going to be called the Fist Handwear Shred Lord Award, and that is going to be for the person, and it was based on outright moto badassery for the weekend. No partying is required. This was just for the baddest motherfucker on 2 wheels for the event. Sam, our winner is...
I don't know. We didn't pre-discuss this.
Who the fuck? We did. We made this award for him. No. It's Daniel McCoy, you dickhead.
Oh, shit.
We literally made this award for him. Shred
Jeez,
Lord.
my memory is just absolutely killing it.
Failing you.
Anyway, Dan McCoy, absolute lord.
He gets the Shred Lord
One
award.
of the best motoing moments in my life was being passed by Dan McCoy at Day in the Dirt. Like, I used to work with him a lot, obviously, when I was at Rockstar back in the day. You know, when he, got hurt and everything, and, just to see him, to watch his journey through Instagram,
Yeah.
of him, like, pulling himself upstairs and all that. And then, like, only, how long? Like 2 years? 3 years?
It'd be like 2 or 3 years now.
And then to see him jump a triple step down past me down a hill.
Was he doing the triple step down?
I was rolling the thing in the corner saying, and I was like,
Are you fucking serious?
what?
You're kidding.
What a legend.
I didn't know he was doing
Yep.
that. Yeah, so Daniel McCoy gets the Gypsy Tales Fist Handwear Shred Lord Award for Day in the Dirt 2009. It's the first one. that's the
We
most
don't know
meaningful.
what that trophy's going to be yet, Dan, but
Nah,
cheers,
it's
we're going to
be
make
your
it.
glove logo. That's I
Yes,
reckon we
okay,
get that cut out.
All right, we're doing it.
And then it's the Golden Glove. That's what we're calling this
The
award.
Golden Glove.
The Golden Glove Shred Lord Award. And that goes to Daniel McCoy. And yeah, everyone, bravo, Daniel McCoy. You fucking earned it.
I love it.
That was an inspirational performance. Like, he was fucking
Flying,
moving, dude.
proper flying.
Moving. I had to do double takes.
Did you see he did that downhill
times.
thing on the weekend as well and got beat by Doug Henry?
No.
He did a downhill
Where
race
was he at?
in the States.
Really? What, like a downhill mountain bike race? No shit.
Let me fact check.
Yeah,
because,
show me that shit.
Because
But yeah, I was like, every time I saw him on the track, I was just so inspired by him all weekend, eh? Like, he was fucking ripping, man. And he did so much riding. Like, insane amounts of riding. And I think that, yeah, nobody deserves that award more. And I've been wanting to get him on the podcast for ages. But we're just, yeah, haven't made it happen as of yet. But, yeah, with this award, Sammy will be in here, I'll be in here, and we will present him with the Golden Glove, which hopefully that sets a real tone, eh? Like, whoever wins the 2020 Golden Glove Award has some big fucking shoes to fill. Like, he might just win it 2 years running.
Okay, here we go. Missed the win by 3 seconds to Doug Henry. Lost my chain 250 metres from the finish line. Lucky to roll in for second place. Unbelievable event. Fox US Open mountain bike.
Give us a look.
Thanks.
Have you got a picture of it?
Yeah.
Well, it's on
It's Instagram.
Yeah, it is pictures. I want to have a look.
Swipe across.
Fuck yeah. He's such an animal, dude.
So sick.
Wonder, like, how that works bike-wise. Like,
I think there's a
riding
picture of it right there, mate.
Oh, so he's just like, he's just...
If you keep swiping, you'll be able to see.
Yeah, right. That's so sick. Yeah, he's just one of the coolest cats too, like, in general.
Oh, forever.
Like, before everything. Like, he's always been one of the cooler dudes racing.
Definitely.
And then now to just keep inspiring people to...
so good.
And, like, yeah, going around doing all that shit, like, he's a boss. Again, Golden Glove, Shred Lord Award, Daniel McCoy, Da Helmy, and
The rest of the awards are going to be a surprise.
Nah, MVP, come on, we got to dish it out. We still have to pick...
Oh, fuck.
Who are we going with?
Who are we going with? Just trying to think. Who else? There's got to be it.
There's got to be, yeah.
There's a lot of pressure.
It's hard.
Let's do a small follow-up podcast.
All right.
With a presentation.
Well, we'll just do it
we need to
Instagram
work
live.
Okay, we need to work on it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But, yeah, so...
I'm prepared.
Clear-cut winner, though, for the Golden Glove is McCoy.
100%.
All day.
And I would say that that's probably the most prestigious trophy.
I don't know, the party ratio.
I know,
yeah, it's pretty fucking good. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna say that the Gypsy Tales fist special mention goes to John Brendan Sarong.
Yeah, but he can't win because he works with us.
He can't win. Yeah.
And Slash is our best mate.
What else? Any highlights for the weekend for you? What else was cool? Not the weekend, just gone. I mean,
yeah.
Day in the Dirt.
Day in the Dirt.
I think it was. Like, I feel like there's always a worry when an event's so good the first year that like they won't be able to back it up.
But they backed it up.
They backed it up heavy.
100%.
And I will say, one of my special mentions for the weekend was the QMP track crew.
So good. The track was fucking unreal.
And
the Transmoto crew always kill it. Like, they're so good. And Barrett's just the biggest lord in the universe.
Yeah.
But, like, seriously, all of them are. Because, I mean, if you build a good crew, then, you know, it attracts good people.
Well, their whole staff that does it is awesome. But, man, like, we were up late. And the track crew is on the track. Yeah. And it's like... The track, like, Friday was good. The track Saturday for that 45-minute moto, amazing.
Yeah.
And then every single night they just kept doing that track work. And, like, that's a lot of money in diesel. That's obviously a lot of time. Like, there's a lot that goes into making that track so good.
Definitely.
But, and, like, they skipped on zero.
Yeah,
and to me, like, when I go... The Transmoto events, when you go to, like, the 6 hour, and like, that's kind of supposed to be hard. They're supposed to be gnarly.
They're supposed to be difficult.
Yeah. But when I go to a motocross track, I want chocolate cake.
Yeah.
All fucking
I
weekend.
want Grip City.
I want tacky, sick ruts. I just want chocolate cake. And they gave us chocolate cake.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing, it wasn't like the track was good like on one day. Every single day it seemed like it got better.
I felt like I was going to go out the second day and it was going to be rubbish.
Me too,
Because
yeah.
there have been so many bikes on the track. Like, remember that Friday, or was it the Saturday one? I remember it was the switcheroo one that I didn't ride, and I was up in the tower, and I can't remember who put up the photo. Someone might have been Kingy.
Oh yeah, there was so many
and there was just
bikes.
about 300 bikes there. It was
Wasn't there
fucking
like
crazy.
Wasn't there like 260 or something
In the race.
So that would have been like 130 bikes on track at one time because it was the two. Yeah, it was the switcheroo when me and Brendan did it.
Yeah, exactly.
It was fucking sick. Like it was, and the track held up too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was one of the special mentions that I wanted to give out because I feel like I'm critical when it comes to tracks.
Are you critical of things in general?
I'm critical in general.
Do you feel like potentially you're a bit critical of most things?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
I just have
I would agree.
I have high expectations. I'm critical of myself.
I know
though,
you're
to
critical
be
of
fair.
everything. This is what I'm saying. Like when I say everything, I mean everything.
Yeah. So at least I'm not critical of like everything else but myself.
Yeah.
Quite critical of
You're
myself.
critical of
even.
yourself too.
But that's one. It's just when it comes to fucking motocross, it's like the track is the thing. Like that's what has to be good. And I don't think that I like. And again, it's like I'm critical of it. So when someone gets it right, you've got to fucking say it. You cannot be critical about like a bunch of shit and then not like praise people.
You can't be like vocal on the shitty side, but not vocal on the good side.
And they just absolutely smashed it, and I'm so pumped for them. And I've never been the biggest fan of QMP, like just generally, but they got it so right. Like the track,
so good. And in fact, it makes like I go there a lot anyway.
It makes me want to go there.
But it makes me want to go there.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
So I feel like that's a weekend where, you know, you show off what you've got. So then, like honestly, like the next weekend I was like, I want to go to QMP.
Yeah. I want to go to QMP now.
And I did go to QMP. I would love to go to QMP now.
Did you ride again? Have you rode that? Oh, that's sick.
Sense,
yeah, so that was just definitely something that, and I totally agree. And I think that's why I would be so critical when people would fuck tracks up, because I'm like, dude, this is your chance to shine.
Totally.
Like this sets you up, because 100%, like I'm never really one to just like froth and like want to go to QMP, but like that shit made me want to.
You discovered jiu-jitsu anyway.
Well, that's true. But now I've got some calluses on my hands from the Cape. I'm like, let's ride.
Well, I was doing 130 down this gravel road.
Dude, it was fucking.
Tell everyone about it going.
Yeah, it was fucking sick. So we just did the Cape trip.
I'm jealous. That's why I'm being an arsehole.
Dude, we're going to do it. I reckon if we did it again next year, it'd be too soon.
Yeah.
But
the
year after, so 2020, we're going to do it again.
Too soon.
But like I was saying to Sam, we went and got coffee today, and I just said like it's insane. Like, so on the first, would have been like the second day, we were going from Laura to Cohen, and there's like this road through a national park. It's through like Aboriginal land, and it's like a one lane road, and it's just sort of real like just snakes through the landscape. And I probably
like a gravel road.
Yeah, just like a dirt road.
Yeah.
And I was it's cool though, because it's got like bits of sand and stuff in it, so it's like it's not it's like a little mini sort of Fink setup, but it's just like without the whoops.
Yeah, sick.
But the first time that we went through, I was probably doing about like 80 k's an hour, and feeling like fairly uncomfortable. Like it felt fast. Like I was like fifth gear, just like whoop, 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 and not really feel like. And I've never been a big risk taker on a bike. Like I'm not the dude that just wants to fucking send it. And that day was like typical of me. That was like, yep, this is you, Jace. You're kind of scared of everything.
You're a bit of a pussy.
You're a pussy. And every like twitch on the handlebars, like
Matty would have just been like 900 gear on the wide open limited.
Yeah, whole thing. Fucking dude's an animal.
Little brothers.
I know, cunts. But yeah, so like that was the first day, and I was like, yep, that's pretty par for the course. And then after that, we got to that section, we stopped, we fueled up, and then it was like an 18k section of more like open road into Cohen, and I was like winding it on a little bit more, and then it went into that tight sort of stuff,
dipping your toe in the
water. And then but then there was all these like big washouts and dips and stuff, and then I was with Jason Thatcher from Vietnam Motorcycle Tours. He's coming on the podcast Wednesday. We're going to do a full Cape York wrap up. So I won't get too far into it.
Hang on, we'll save it a bit then. Come on.
But I'll start the story. But yeah, by the end of the trip, that day riding into Cohen, because he's on a 525, and the rocks coming off the back of the bikes were so gnarly that you had to sort of stay with someone. So if there was someone that was pushing it, you either fell way back to get out of the dust, or you just had to sort of tuck your nuts up and have a go. So I started doing that a little bit, and I was like, this isn't so bad.
Tucked your nuts up, yeah.
just grabbed them, fucking scooped them up, and fucking held it on.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, so then we started hitting them washouts a little bit faster, and I was like, ooh, this actually is fun. Because the whole time I'm like, who the fuck would want to do this? It's too sketchy. And then on the way home, we rode that same road, and I was with Thatcher again, and we stopped.
And you were just pinning it.
Well, we stopped, and he goes, because it was weird because my bike was geared like a motocross bike. Yeah. That's the one thing I do differently is gear it up. Yeah. So I had a 1452, which is just standard moto gearing. And then Matty had like a 1448. So he ran Fink gearing. And but so Thatcher's next to me again. And I was like, I just want to keep up. And I could hear his bike not really revving that. Yeah, but he was in sixth gear. We were doing 130. And then we sit down and I was like, oh, is that pace all good? And he's like, fuck, man, to be honest, we could back it down a bit, eh? We were sitting on 130 for about 40 minutes. And I was like, fuck. So it went from 80 Ks the first run through to 130 the next time through. Crazy. But sick. Just the bike, I feel like my bike skills just went. That's even sick. Little shit, you stop to have a drink. And then if you had to do a U-turn, you just drop the bike and just do a U-turn. Just little things like that become so easy over that time. So
what you're saying is you're back.
I'm fucking ready. So what I'm saying is, QMP, come at me, bro.
So anyway, day in the dirt.
Got carried away.
You did get carried away, but that's fine. That's what we do here.
But I'm here to ride now. I'm back.
That's great.
I want to ride because...
So anyway, Sunday. So where did we actually get to with the day in the dirt wrap up?
Fuck, who knows?
Who knows? But anyway, so we got through... Did we talk about Sunday?
Not yet.
How do we call the winners of everything before we spoke about Sunday?
We got excited. I wanted to fucking... I'm full on the DMC train right now.
Yeah, well, I know, so am I. But...
So Sunday.
What happened Sunday?
How big was Saturday? So Saturday night was the Harry Bink night.
It was ginormous.
Yeah, it was huge.
Harry came and joined us, which...
was a treat.
I love Harry. Harry's my...
Friend?
My son, sort of, somewhat. And I love him dearly. But whenever he is around, things seem to escalate.
Yeah, they do.
I do not need any encouragement, and he is an encourager.
He is a bag of...
Massive encourager.
Yeah.
So... Him and Tui and Top Dog came out to...
Maybe the funniest human alive, Top Dog.
I actually spoke to him on Saturday and he reckons he could come and do a full podcast.
As his character?
He wants to do a third of it as Top Dog, a third of it as Rocco, which is one of his characters, and then a third of it as the other character.
We got to do
Willie Johnson.
Fuck, he's a funny bastard.
He reckons he can do a podcast in 3 bits.
I'd do it.
3 different characters.
I don't know that I could though. I don't know if I could hold it together.
You just sit here. Yeah.
Just be me and just let him do his thing.
You be you and he'd be 3 people.
you be you and I'll be fucking everyone.
Yeah. You be you and I'll be everyone else. But anyway, he reckons he could do that. But he had a couple of drinks when he said that. But I believe in him. I'm a very big Top Dog fan and I reckon he can do it. Scotty Fitz.
Gerald.
Going skits with Scotty Fitz. We're making a new Fist t-shirt.
Really?
Yeah, and he's going to give them out to people he's party with, and it says, "I went skits for Scotty Fitz." So anyway, I'll let him when he comes and does his thing.
Can do that.
He can do all that. But
so yeah,
they all came out, and basically we pushed through till the early hours of
Sunday morning,
which Jason's whistling at his dog, just in case anyone thinks he's whistling at me. Hi, Hurley. Hurley's normally asleep at the moment. He's sniffing at the door, which probably means he's going to piss on the floor.
No, he's good.
Yeah, early morning, but we were quiet. We were responsible with what
Saturday night was funny for all of the the people that were lighting up doing burnouts. So the Piss Rats boys. This was my first encounter. Have you ever heard of them or like seen them before that?
I have not.
So I didn't know who the Piss Rats were. Turns out they're my new favourite people in the world. So they come up, they were hiding from the cops basically, and then they run into me and they listen to the podcast, which was sick as fuck. So we were like sort of talking and chatting away, and anyone who hasn't watched their vlog, if you just go Piss Rats on YouTube, it's pretty easy to find. But yeah, so they had a KX450 in the back of their ute and just lit it up like a fucking torch. And I think that may have been what started the chain reaction of like people doing burnouts at different camps. And
I don't think that was Saturday night. I'm pretty sure that was Friday night.
Was it Friday night?
It was when the drags were on.
Oh, it was.
But it's fine that you've got confused here.
Yeah,
We've gone back to Friday night, but that's okay. Continue.
Okay. But I thought that was all the same night.
It kind of is the same night.
It sort of is the same
night. But
over
3 nights. Same, but different.
Yeah. But it was so funny because like, then I think like a ton of people just got inspired and they had like cops and security.
Yeah. I like doing burnouts too.
And it was so funny to watch the cops like or security or whoever it was just go to different campsites. And I just said to one cop or security, I was like, "You're just playing whack-a-mole, bro, eh?" It's like you hit one and then it just pops up somewhere else. Totally. But yeah, so those boys were fucking awesome. But yeah, sorry, Saturday night. We'll stick with Saturday night. It was just that was the AC/DC cover band.
It was.
Now I've got my
hang
nights.
On. They were.
That was Saturday night.
Yes, they were.
Fuck, we're hopeless. We should have done this right after the event.
Yeah, we're too tired.
Too tired. You caught that like a pro.
Yeah. So we were all very tired on Saturday night. I mean Sunday morning. So yeah, we didn't have that much sleep Saturday night, which is fine. It's great for It's great to race dirt bikes when you're hungover and tired. Not the easiest thing to do, but we pushed through. I can't remember what race it was. Oh no, me and Megan Hall teamed up.
That's the day that the switcheroo was on.
The switcheroo. Did you ride that?
Yeah, I did that with Brendan Harris. Fucking.
Oh, trophy time. Oh, let's bring it up again. Hey, Jace won a trophy. Just in case anyone didn't know, here's Jason's trophy that he won. Anyway, I'll put this back down.
Brendan Harrison realistically just gave that to me.
Basically, Brendan won that for Jason, but that's fine.
How good is Brendan Harrison on a bike still?
You either win or you don't win, and you won, which is 100%. Great. Good for you.
Let's talk about it. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
So anyway, me and Megan raced together. Yep. We did not win.
Solid team, though.
Solid team. Good people.
Best looking team, maybe, at the event.
Well, potentially.
You and her combined... It's still the best look. She's that hot. It's still the best looking.
Okay,
team.
So pretty much right. It was called Sam and Megan's Excellent Adventure. Was our team?
That's right.
Was our team name. It was an adventure. We went out and we had fun. And we didn't win because Jace won because he was sandbagging and just found the best teammate. So
yep.
But me and Megan had the most amount of fun out of anyone. I feel.
Yep.
So good for us.
Good for you guys. No, it was awesome,
and then JB raced. So JB,
this is the best part of the weekend. This is why we wanted him to win the MVP.
Yeah, I might make him a trophy just cause.
All right. This is what we'll do.
We'll have an internal trophy as well.
No. This is what we'll do.
It's going to be a lot of trophies.
I've got an idea.
What?
So we do the JB Sarong Memorial Award.
Yes.
That's anyone that can capture the spirit of JB from the tour.
Okay, so anyway,
so this is why
JB had a big weekend, and
he had a fantastic adventure.
He had a fantastic adventure over the weekend, and in the last moto, he came in.
So we're all looking at him like he starts gearing up on Sunday. We're packing up, and JB's
we're like,
geez,
you really going to race this? And he goes out to race this 2-straight race. He's like, yeah, I'm not feeling the best, but I do want to race one more time. I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Hey, it's good.
Good on you,
Keeping
mate.
the spirit, man. That's rad. Good for you. Goes out. Comes in. Now, he's vomited in his helmet on himself and got a blood nose in his helmet.
All in one race.
So he's come in looking absolutely shocking. And then we started packing up, and basically JB just watched me pack up because he was a shell of a human and he had absolutely nothing left to give.
How was he on the drive home?
Well, I don't know because he drove my car. I drove the motor home back. But what we will do for the listeners is we will get the image that I was then sent by JB's girlfriend later on that night of him in the bath. It is potentially the best image of a, let's say, hungover individual that I have ever seen.
Dude, you know what
it is fucking amazing. If I get it up on my phone, can you be able to zoom in?
I'll put it on the thing. You know what I would like? This is going to be a bit of a, we don't do this often, but let's have a Gypsy Tale listener challenge. I want to see what kind of memes people can make of John Brendan Sarong. If you're a handy memer, this is a meme.
I want a meme, but I also want to like when people say caption this.
Yeah.
That's what we're chasing.
Yeah, we're memeing this. Yeah. So I want people to meme this and send it in, and like just
keep talking.
Just tag Gypsy Tales in this meme because this is one of those fucking gems. It just doesn't come around that often.
It honestly doesn't get any better than this. This is like, like when people say, "Oh wow, I've just." Oh my god.
Oh, here, I'll put it up closer to the camera. Oh, it's not in focus. But yeah, we're gonna put that. So that is gonna be. Does she have the photo without the text around it?
Yeah, she definitely. I've got it somewhere.
All right, cool. Yeah, so that's gonna be.
That's just a little bit of text that I added for my
Instagram. But yeah, so that is why we wanted.
It says, "I'm glad John JB Sarong survived Day in the Dirt Down Under and is now having a relaxing bath."
Show me again. What's his facial expression?
Playful, I'd say. If I was to say anything, I would say playful/dead.
Oh, that's like a palliative euphoria.
I also said to him, it looks like he's being rebirthed. And it also looks like the taps in his ass.
So that's like a bit of context to JB getting the MVP award.
The internal MVP award.
It's sort of not fair. He can't win it, really.
It's sort of not.
Poor
does anyone else have any good bath pictures?
If we can't figure it out, if we don't get some good submissions, JB's just getting it because
or people can actually vote for JB also.
Ooh, you could vote for JB.
You could.
Fuck, I feel like
vote for Pedro.
If you vote for me, all your wildest dreams will come true.
Wow.
Oh, he's the best. But yeah, so that was JB's magical adventure. He fucking went hard.
The rebirth.
Yeah, the rebirth of JB. Fuck, I feel like it's almost not fair that he doesn't win MVP.
Life's not fair sometimes, Jay.
He can't be just sitting here from his ivory tower in the fist handwear
warehouse.
Can't
fucking win everything.
He's won
the lottery of life.
He did. And he's got Alice too. Like that's fucking. If you're JB, you're doing pretty solid there.
He's doing okay. Don't you worry about him. He's doing alright.
JB will be fine.
He'll be fine.
So notable. What else can we talk about? Brendan Harrison. Bit of a shout out to him.
Shredding.
He look, he's not at his race weight, but he's not far off race pace.
He's fast.
I'll give him that. He's wowzers. I picked a solid teammate.
Wows. I'm importing someone next time. Fuck you.
Yeah, I did well with that one. You know what our team name was?
What?
JDR Forever.
That's right. I remember that.
I love that funny team name. But yeah, so Jay.
That's because you made it up, mate.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, well, if you didn't love it, there'd be something wrong.
I do like to laugh at my own jokes. And then so other notable pros that we had there. Kurt Gibbs. He was going quite fast as well. And a bit of a special shout out to the homie Todd Waters, who fucked himself up by making questionable decisions riding that fast on a stock 500 Husky.
Well, that's what you get for waking me up with a chainsaw, don't you?
Are you calling it? That's just karma?
Nah.
Just is what it is.
Just is what it is. Todd likes to make lots of noise. It's one thing I know about Todd.
Fuck.
Grinders, saws, chainsaws with no chains, dirt bikes.
He also likes to paint everything.
He does like to paint a lot. If you ever have a warehouse that's next door to Todd...
Don't.
No, I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying that he likes to paint a lot.
Yeah.
I question whether he's actually a pro motocrosser. or a pro spray painter.
You know what? He's going to be like one of those hoarder people, I reckon.
100%.
Like eventually.
He'll end up having like a massive warehouse full of random
Just
stuff that he's painted himself.
Yeah, just trinkets.
Trinkets. Gypsy trinkets.
He's grinded them and he's painted them and he's fucking glued them.
Well, I've got a great idea for one of the trophies.
What's that?
A gypsy caravan.
Oh, a little caravan?
I don't know where you get them from, but...
Yeah, a mini caravan.
If anyone's listening that knows where we can get a mini caravan from, let us know.
I reckon we should get like these make something like a wood style, like because you can get those water jets that cut out, like so we could get your logo like the fist one like that, and then we could get it cut out of wood and then put a little Brian and put a stand on it. I think that
sounds good.
I reckon we should, because I like the idea of these trophies.
Yeah, I like the idea of them too. That's why we're doing it.
It adds to the culture of the event.
It does, doesn't it?
And it's something that I would like to win. But I won't.
You definitely can't.
I 100% can't.
It's your fucking award.
What's our award, Sam?
Well,
we're doing this together.
Thanks. I appreciate you
but
bringing me in like that. It's great.
You're paying for them.
Standard.
What else? Anything else that stands out? How long are we going for here?
I don't know.
Yeah, in 10 minutes. Yeah,
well, that's right. So, Transmoto events crew, absolute lords, kill it all the time. Love all of them very much. They just, it's so cool how they put on all these events for all of us moto lovers to go and do the things that we love, because, like, I mean, we don't have the time to organise them. I mean, you probably do. No, I'm kidding. Jeez, don't get worked up. No, but they put on all these sick events for us to go to, like all the Transmoto events. Like we obviously try and go to as many of them as we can. We actually missed one in Victoria this weekend. Yeah. That's ages away.
That's a fucking mish.
Yeah. But
I'm sure a lot of other people
if we didn't have like a hell heap of stuff on, we probably would have done it anyway. Yeah. But I'm
going to do more next year. I'm going to do 3. I'm going to do Coffs Harbour. I'm going to do Conondale.
Yeah, Maddie said that was so sick.
Yeah, Maddie said that was the best one. And then I'd even do Nabiac if they do that again. But
yeah, well, I love them. They're so good. All of those events are amazing. They do such a good job, and obviously they kill it at Day in the Dirt as well. Barrett's just a mega lord, which is great. What a legend, bearded warrior that he is.
He is a sexy bugger.
Just I don't know.
Yeah, just like
I think big love out to the crew, really.
Yeah, and then the guys at MX Store had a huge presence there. Obviously, Johnny with Fast House with Former, Bell has a massive presence there. Also, I have to give a personal shout out to Rosie and Kyle Blunden from KTM. I borrowed a 350 for a couple of the races, which I had a lot of fun on.
I'd like to borrow one forever, guys, if you're listening.
Yeah, actually, can I borrow one forever as well? That's my next bike. KTM 350.
Yeah, definitely. I love riding Maddie's. It's so sick.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous. But yeah, so they lent me a bike for one of the races because I had really, really soft forks that were kind of fucking with me all weekend.
I heard a fair bit about them.
I was over it. To be honest, I was over it. But yeah, so they hooked that up. Johnny with the Fast House gear. Yeah, I was very pumped to be
that was
repping
cool
that
you
for the
had
weekend.
That stuff. That was sick. My new form boots were unbelievable. My new Bell helmet was also unbelievable.
With the Wade Lewis art
With
design.
the Wade Lewis art design on it.
One of one.
Or, as people like to think his real name is Roman Pace, his name is actually Wade Lewis.
Very great artist. We're actually trying to fire Wade up to do some paintings because he's like such a ridiculously good artist. So
get on his Instagram and hassle him.
Yeah,
to make
Roman
him do
Pace,
something.
yeah.
At Roman Pace. Get on there and hassle him, please.
Yeah.
All of you.
But yeah, so that was awesome. The MX Store crew were out there, which was really cool. Like, yeah, just a bunch of good people get behind that event. And shout out to the Haplin boys. We didn't talk enough about them. They fucking made my whole weekend. I was so happy to because it took a bit of effort to get all of that shit lined up and get everything together and get something solid so that it was like a real prize that they got and it wasn't fucking some
shit.
Yeah. And but then as much effort as I put into making that happen, they put into going there and just being the coolest motherfuckers at that event. I was so pumped to meet those dudes as well, and actually everyone that I met that listens to the podcast.
Super cool. The whole vibe of everything's so sick. You go to the bar and have a drink, and every single the coolest thing is about those events. You go to the bar and have a drink, and every single person there is there for the same reason that you are. Yep. Which is fucking awesome. And you can just go there and just talk dirt bikes and cool shit with every single person that's there because they're there for the same reason as you, and it's fucking sick.
Agreed. Well, thanks for doing this.
No worries, Jason. We'll do a little follow up on a few awards.
We'll figure out the award situation. But one definite award is Daniel McCoy winning the Golden Glove Shred Lord Award.
Absolutely, what a legend.
And everybody out there, step the fuck up next year because it's going to be really hard to win that and top Daniel McCoy's performance from 2019.
So I'd say if he goes again, he's probably 90% sure going to win it.
Take him out.
But I would love to see someone else try.
Yeah. And so we're going to get my plan was to draw the MVP of the weekend, but we just couldn't do it. Brownie was just so clear cut last year. Like
Brownie was there.
Yeah.
But just in cardboard cutout form because he couldn't go.
That's right. He was there for the whole podcast.
That's so funny. And then they thought they'd lost him, and then some random had it at I can't remember who it was. Someone walked past me at the when we were packing up, and they're like, "Oh, we found Brownie. He's been down at this campsite just drinking piss for the last 4 days."
As he does.
Anyway, well done, Brownie. Thanks for coming anyway.
And thanks to everyone for listening. Sam, thanks for joining me. Hopefully
thanks, Jace. It was very hard to walk the 2 meters from my office to your office to make this happen.
And do some work now because you can. Your phone.
It's actually
it's a group text.
Your family group text, which I actually get as well, which is weird. But
there's 170 people.
There's been 5 messages come through. Oh no, 6. Here we go. Beautiful.
Yep. All right. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Over
everybody.
and out. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Love you, cunts.